Testing, testing. Hey, how is everyone? Sorry, a little bit late today. I was just trying to adjust the just trying to turn on my webcam now. Not sure if everyone's able to see me. Questions. All right. Hey guys. Hey Bob. Hey Joanna, Imad. Nice to see you guys, man. Samuel. We got John Donny. Seems like a first time seeing your name. Is it the first time that you're here? Jasper, nice to see you, man. Right, Mark, Michael, nice to see you. All right, Diana, Utam, nice to see you. Stephen, Graham. Second and third, yeah, John. I figured because I don't recognize your name, so I figured you'd be new here. Welcome. Kanemba, I'm good. Thanks for asking. Yep. Super Daddy, also known as the super dry guy. So, hey, John, yeah. Moses, nice to see you. Right, I got Michael, Robin, nice to see you too. Yes, nice to tune in here. Carl, oh, Carl, first time here. Welcome. Welcome to the show. You join us in a very interesting session. I spent quite some time putting together this swing trading strategy because a lot of you guys have been asking about my approach to swing trading. Not only scalping, right? You know how I scalp. It's crazy amount of Fibonacci, right? But if we don't want to dive too crazily into Fibonacci, right, but long-term strategies, that there is actually an approach to swing trading, which I'll be showing you. Very high hit rate, but you need to do it right. Okay. Hey Rita, first time here. Welcome. Nice to see you. Rozak, right? Rozak, first time here. Welcome. Nice to see you. Right. Welcome to the show. Right. I have no idea why. You guys can't see this chat section, right? You can't see this chat section. I've been trying to enable it so everyone's able to chat, but doesn't seem like you guys are able to chat for some reason. Let me see preferences. Yep, it doesn't seem that I can get people to chat. So there are two places that we can see each other chat, right? One of it is in the VIP room. One of it is in tomorrow's live analysis session, where it's pretty fun. You see a whole bunch of people there. Okay, now all right, man. Lakshmi sounds like your first time here too, right? Michael, Anasi, first time here. Welcome. Oh, Lakshmi, second time. Luke is fine, right? Thanks for asking, Diana, right? It's growing so big, man. So big so fast, right? I used to be able to carry him in one arm. Now I can't even carry him in one arm. I carry for a while, it's like my arm starts aching. Right. Utam, nice to see you too. Ashwin, nice to see you. Lowly. Yeah, I can see your message, Lowly. Maps, nice to see you tuning in here. Pete, first time here. Welcome to the show. Marugesh, nice to see you again, man. Right. Yes, we might move it to Zoom. That's something we need to take up with IC Markets marketing team. Yeah, we might do Zoom, but for now we're doing GoToWebinar and YouTube Live. Although there is a way to actually have a chat section. I was just playing around with all the settings. I still can't figure it out how, but for now, we can. It's cool. I can see all your questions here. Yeah, let's make some money today. That bot. All right. Let's trade. Okay. Tuan, nice to see you. Graham. Yeah, Graham. I know we can see all the chats on Zoom. It's just weird that there's this chat section. I can send a message here, right? I'm pretty sure you all can see the message that I just sent. Hi, right? But I can see it as a chat panel here, but I just can't see. I just can't figure out how come you guys can send a message there, which is weird. But maybe in the next session I figure it out. Yeah. Anyway, guys. Simon, what error are you getting when you're trying to sign into VIP room? Can I just ask you guys, are you guys able to sign into the VIP room today? Right, because I'm not sure if the VIP room has some bugs or something. I just want to check if you guys were able to sign into VIP room, right? Charles, okay, I'll give you I'll show you guys how do you how you get access. Darshan, yes, I can see it. Using the password wrong. Tuan. Chat box just disappears. Okay, I see. All right. Okay. Hey, Rafael, right? Dihan, nice to see you. Okay, cool, Maps. All right. As long as Mark says it's okay, it's probably okay. Simon, you need to create a new account, right? It's not the IC Markets account, you create a new account for it. Let's begin the show today, all right? Let's begin the show today. Don't want to keep you guys waiting too long, right? Today I'm teaching advanced swing trading strategies, right? It's a, it's not that Fibonacci intensive. In fact, yeah, it's not. Fibonacci is only one small part of it. You notice my swing trading and day trading strategies tend to focus a little bit more on Fibonacci, right? But swing trading is, I mean, scalping and day trading focuses more on Fibonacci, but swing trading focuses a lot less on that. All right. Just let me see the attendance list today. I just want to, yep, Desiree's on holiday, right? Desiree's on holiday. Peter, nice to see you here, Peter, right? Your wish is granted, right? Today is me, right? All right. All right, I see so many questions coming in, right? Moses, go for a small amount, go a slightly higher leverage is fine. Maybe 1 is to 200, 1 is to 300 should be fine. Let's begin today's session, okay? Donald, I'll answer that in a bit, right? I have so many questions coming in, right? Let's begin today's session, all right? So, as usual, disclaimer, everything in this webinar is educational in nature, so nothing should be construed as investment or trading advice. Please do your own little due diligence before you guys trade, all right? Now, as usual, I'm introducing your host, especially for those of you who are here for the first, second, and third time, right? Need to know a little bit more about me, right? My name is Desmond Leong, right? External analyst here at IC Markets. Where's my handy dandy? My handy dandy pen is over here, right? Handy dandy pen, right? Yeah. Oh, this is a laser pointer. All right. Yeah. I run the award-winning research firm Everest Fortune Group, also the Forex Army, right? We're finalists for 2019, 2020, 2021 for Best FX Research, Best Equity Research, right? So we regularly advise the largest financial institutions out there on where the markets are heading, but we have a special partnership with IC Markets where we're bringing you guys the good stuff, the juicy stuff, the stuff that'll take your trading to a next level, right? And we have a lot of testimonials of people really going through all the webinars. I know it's a lot of webinars to go through, but you know, we've been at it for more than 1.5 years, right? We've seen people go from 40 to 60%, 60 80% hit rate, unprofitable, profitable. So many of you guys passing their funded trader prop trader test, right? Really glad to see that. And of course, we got a nice big community in the VIP room, which I'll be showing you guys how to get access to in a bit. Okay. Now, yeah, if you want to follow me on Instagram, honestly, nothing much. Me, my wife, my cat, I don't have a dog. My cat, my kid. Yeah, you can find me over there, right? And you want to find some of the indicators I created. Forex Army has it. Okay. Now, I just want to touch on a few things. Okay, a lot of you guys were asking a few questions. One is YouTube IC Markets. I'm gonna send you guys a link. Uh, the link. All right, the first link is IC Markets webinars. Right, go here and I'm not sure if I can paste it here. I'm gonna send to all. I'm gonna paste it there, and I'm gonna paste it in the chat section too, right? In case you guys can't see it, right? That's the first one. Go to this place, right? Yes, all the webinars that can help you become a better trader. Go through all of them, okay? You can start from the bottom and work your way to the top, right? Great stuff, right? Help you become a better trader. That's the first thing. Second thing, tomorrow, same time, same place, live market analysis, right? This one, copy link, right? Yeah, I'm going to paste this here again. Yes, this is the other one. Please bookmark it for tomorrow. It's our same time, same place. It'll be Cassandra who'll be doing a live market analysis. Might be Cassandra, might be me, right? We'll be trading the markets live together. Look for nice, juicy trading setups. All right. So do bookmark that. So it's the same time, just that it'll be on YouTube live. Okay. So you can find a whole bunch of us on YouTube. Very nice stuff, right? Yes, very nice stuff. Okay, let's just say it's a place where you guys get to. I think let me just take a look. Yeah, I think we have a nice little chat here. Everyone can come in and chat and have fun looking at the markets together. Okay, right. Few more important links. I know there's the webinar for next week is the webinar for next week. some of you guys were asking about that. Sorry, just let me find it. I know you're asking about the previous webinar. I will remind the IC Markets team to upload it. I uploading the upcoming webinars. Okay, upcoming webinars. The English one that's upcoming that we are doing is how to trade gold. Okay, I know I didn't trade reposition. They're doing like this and this, right? We'll be doing the next one, which is how to trade gold. So you can join this if you want. Luis, I'll show you how to get access to that. Okay, yeah, you can sign up for a new how to trade gold session. It's a deep dive into everything that moves gold. Very interesting, because we actually look a lot more into mastering like knowing all the different correlations that move gold, the fundamentals along with the technicals, right, along with the correlated pairs that move gold. So do check that out. Okay, now let's see okay, the VIP room. The VIP room, you want to go to this link called ic.genesif.com. I'm going to paste it over here for you guys. Okay, go in there, register for a new account, right? Register for a new account, and you get access into the VIP room. Okay, in the VIP room, a couple of you guys are asking what is it about, right? Besides it being an awesome place where people just come in and just chat with one another. We have a little ranking system over here, so the more you participate, the higher level you go, right? Higher ranks you go, we've got different badges that you can the different ranks that you can achieve, right? We've got different prizes, right? The more you when you hit certain milestones, we give you nice little indicators and EAs to use, right? Maps, oh shit, right? Yes, your badge, I'll create it. Okay, I'll create a badge soon, right? But the most important thing over here, right? The most important thing over here is that when you are in this room, right, you can then where is it? You can then ask questions. So you can highlight key levels. Yeah, Jasper, I know you owe the price too. Please remind me about that again. Right. So for example, on dollar yen, if you're thinking if it's going to reverse from here, you can draw a nice little horizontal ray, right? And you can come in here and can say, hey, Desmond, is this a big level to play a reversal from? What level are you referring to? You just highlight it, click this button, link object to text, and you can click this nice little line, whatever you drew actually, right? And you can confirm it. When you send the message through, what I see, right? What I see is that I can say, hey, Desmond, this is a big level to play a reversal from. When I hover over this part, you can see it lights up on the chart. So we know exactly what you're asking, right? So we got, see, Cassandra has different levels of support resistance over here, Fibonacci, right? So yeah, as more people converse, we get a better idea on which level you're referring to. And if I need to give you, if I need to teach you, hey, this is the right way or wrong way to draw Fibonacci, to draw a support resistance, to draw a trend line, right? This is the place where we can, it'll be much easier for us to teach you with that, okay? Yeah, so all you need to do is to register. Once you register, you want to click on this thing called request access, right? And it'll take you to a page where you can upload a screenshot of your IC Markets account, right? We don't have an IB with IC Markets, so it's just upload whatever IC Markets account you have. As long as you have $1,000, you'll get access into it, okay? Now let's begin today's session. Let's begin today's session. We get to the exciting part. I covered most of what I need to cover so far, right? The few things that we're going to touch on today for the advanced swing trading strategies, right? First, I'm going to show you a quick recap on time price sensitivity matrix. Talk about the difference between reversals and breakouts, okay? A lot of people think swing trading is just swing trading, right? Swing trading, actually it breaks it down into two different approaches. Swing trading and what the hell am I talking about? Reversals and breakouts, right? Hey, thanks, Jasper. See, I was reading that. I was so happy that you were saying that you love the VIP room. That I got tongue tied. Oh yeah, Maps made a good point, right? If you want to see what's flying around, you can go to the chat tracker, right? So the chat tracker room allows you to see, all right, so I know Vincent just created analysis on Franken, right? These are the levels, right? Potential drop waiting for this. So if I want to give feedback, I know that, okay, recent action happened on Franken. Let's go to Franken, right? So this is how I usually go about it. Okay, nice analysis, Vincent, right? I'm going to click on it, erase everything I have, click on it. I can see this, whoa, there's a lot of analysis, right? So you say this is the trend line. I can see it lights up. 50% Fibonacci level, resistance zone, resistance zone, and 61.8 Fibonacci. Um, it is okay. It is okay. I wouldn't really consider that too strong a resistance zone, but your trend line is okay. I'm not sure what you're drawing these funny levels up there, right? This funny stuff up here, but your trend line's okay, right? Trend line's okay. Your Fibonacci levels are 50% is okay. 61 is okay. You might have missed out on a, I know guys, you're looking at this and you're like, what the hell, man? It's so messy, right? No, you got that level, it's fine. So sometimes I might just remove stuff to just see what you're drawing. Correct, correct, correct. Lower high, correct, exactly. Um, the levels are nice. Yeah, it's a decent level. I think it's a nice setup that you're looking at. It could work out quite nicely, right, Vincent? It could work out quite nicely. Stochastic as a key resistance level is reaching, yeah, it's reaching a nice little hidden level of resistance, right? So we could be seeing a nice reversal from there. I might, right? I might play to this level here, right? I'm if not too confident that it's going to drop that far, but yeah. Oh, you highlighted it as intermediate support. Okay, you know what? It's great. I think you're doing well. One piece of advice I'd like to give is that when you draw any level, right, don't just start in the middle of nowhere, right? Make sure where you're starting, where your ending point has a reason for that. Because if you're drawing intermediate support, I'm going to look at it over here. I'm like, why is your intermediate support over here? There's no reason for it to be here unless you linked it all the way back here. Okay. Now, okay. Now let's just a glimpse of how the VIP room works. Okay. Now, guys, a next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a quick checklist, but this time it's a different checklist which I just created. Is on playing the bounce or reversal, and then I have another checklist on playing the breakout. Okay, I'll be showing you some examples of how I use this in my trading. Okay, so playing the bounce or reversal, right? The reversals versus bounce. When there's a key level, right, and price is coming down to the key level, okay, it can either bounce or it can do a breakout. How do you decide, right? How do you decide when do you play a bounce and when do you play a reversal and when do you play a breakout? So reversals are when it goes in the opposite direction. It's kind of called contrarian style of trading, but yeah, this is where you go to opposite style direction, and this is where you play a breakout. You know, in the you play all the way through. So when do you decide to play the breakout and when do you decide to play the bounce? Important question. I'll be showing you a checklist to more or less know. Yeah, it's a checklist to help you decide when to play the bounce or when to play breakout. Okay. Now let's go first into the time price sensitivity matrix which I created. Okay, remember when you are scalping, you will have a high reliance on technical analysis. You have a high reliance on economic releases, meaning that you're more aware of its impact in terms of volatility, but you have a pretty low reliance on fundamental analysis. What I mean by that is that when you're scalping, imagine you're trading. Imagine if you're trading gold, right? Imagine if you're trading gold, right, um, and you have a long-term bias on gold. Maybe you believe that over the next half a year, 6 months, right, you believe that gold is going to rise, right? That view on gold, you did a fundamental analysis, look at all the risk on, risk off, look at the Russia-Ukraine war, you look at how we might be going to a recession, look at the S&P 500, the stock market, how it's going to bearish, it's going to be a bearish market, and you think that gold is going to rise. Your long-term view on gold is not going to affect your short-term trade on gold, right? If you're taking a scalping trade on gold, you're taking it for the next 1 to 5 hours, 1 to 5 minutes, 1 to 5 hours, right? The short-term trade on gold, your long-term view on, it's not affected by a long-term view on gold. Okay. Day trading, you still have a high reliance on technical analysis, which which Cassandra was sharing with you all last week, right? Relatively high impact economic news releases like a non-farm payroll within the day could if it's a big enough news event, it could hit your take profit or stop loss, it could wipe you out in either direction. But you have a medium reliance on fundamental analysis, right? You do need to know roughly what is the risk on or risk off sentiment for the day. Are the markets in risk of adverse mode, right? For example, like today when the markets open and everything was bearish, right? Then maybe everyone's flocking to raise havens like the US dollar, or gold, right? Then you're very, very risk off. So you kind of need to know roughly what is the fundamentals for the day, like generally, because you want to be in the direction of the momentum, right? If everyone is rushing to gold, maybe look for opportunities like you're rushing to safe havens, you're expecting gold, to kind of rise, right? In this case, so what you're ideally looking is you're looking to maybe buy on weakness to play the bounce, right? Because you want to be in the general direction of the trade, right? This I'm using gold as an example here, but you can just as easily use it for euro dollar, dollar franc, Aussie dollar, Kiwi dollar. You kind of need to know what's the fundamentals for the day. If you do want to know what some fundamentals for the day, we handle a lot of the fundamental analysis, daily fundamental analysis for IC markets. So all you need to do, right, is to go to icmarkets.com, right? Great place. Go to more. You want to go to market analysis blog and click on this thing of fundamental analysis, right? And there we have it, right? So we have the Europe forecast, which goes out about 4 or 5 p.m. Singapore time, and the morning forecast about 10 a.m., right? So you click on it, we give you a rough gauge on what's going to happen for next 24 hours. Bias on dollar index, bias on gold, right? Bias on AUD, bias on Kiwi. We give you the next 24 hours what the bias is going to be. So it gives you an idea, right? When you are using this approach, you kind of have an idea on where the market is heading for the next 24 hours. Is particularly useful because it's a day trade, so it's only ideally it's less than 24 hours. Okay, last one which I'm talking about today, swing trading. You notice that your reliance on technical analysis is less. You have a medium reliance on it. Economic news releases honestly don't affect you that much, right? I'll be showing you what I mean, that a non-farm payroll that occurred, right, is not going, that crazy news event that occurred, it's not going to affect your it's not going to affect the trade that much, right? Because you have your price sensitivity is a lot bigger. I'll be showing you on a chart later if I have a chance, right? Then the in terms of the fundamental analysis, you have a high reliance on this. You can have a high reliance on it, or you can have a medium reliance on it, but you do need to pay you do need to pay attention to fundamentals. Okay, now let me show you the checklist when I'm playing a bounce or a reversal. Okay, and then I'll show you a checklist for playing the breakout. Let's talk about breakout first, because I got a lot of good examples on breakouts. Okay, when you're playing the breakout, these are a few things that I look out for. Okay, we'll be doing some examples later. Firstly, did price break any trend line? Trend lines, there are these things that go up, there are these things that go down. Okay, trend line / channel. So channels are just parallel trend lines. So did price break any trend line or channel? Did price break a recent key horizontal level? Okay, so in this case, right, if I have a descending channel and it also happens to break this key support over here, right, then I know that it could be continuing further down. Did price cross below the Ichimoku? Right, so we're talking about mainly the Ichimoku cloud over here, right? The price cross below the Ichimoku. Another important thing to take note is that, do we have Ichimoku momentum on our side? Okay, later I'll show you what I mean. Usually in this case, right, if this is an example, we have this little bearish cloud that is above it, that's pushing prices down. Next key thing, did price break a recent key Fibonacci level? I usually focus mainly on Fibonacci retracements here. But for playing breakouts, I don't look at that much of Fibonacci projections. I kind of look at whether price broke a recent key Fibonacci retracement, right? And then I look at stochastic RSI, right? Is there any danger of divergence, right? Divergence meaning, right, if I am expecting prices to like in this case, right, to continue going down, so I have a lower low, but if I have stochastic, that is suddenly telling me that, you know, I have a higher low, it's a bullish divergence. So that's a risk for me that price might go in the opposite direction. So I kind of just keep a lookout, you know, I don't dive too deep into stochastic RSI. I just kind of look at it and say, is there any danger of divergence? Because that usually messes the trade up a bit. Then I look at, you know, where's the next key level, you know, you can play the break to. You know, if it breaks out, you know, where can you go to? Do you use you can use a horizontal level as your key target? Oh my god, my drawing is terrible, right? Yeah, you can use a key horizontal target as your key horizontal level as your key target, and you fine tune it with Fibonacci. Okay, because if I'm playing it down to this level here, right, this is my TP, this is my take profit. I'm expecting prices to come all the way down to here, but I noticed that there's a 61.8 Fibonacci retracement that is slightly higher than it. My take profit will be fine-tuned to be slightly higher. Okay, then last one, of course, I look at what are the correlated instruments. So if I'm looking at gold, I look at DXY, euro dollar, dollar franc, I look at correlation. Now guys, covering all of this, I might have left some of you completely confused. Okay, completely confused, like what the heck is Desmond saying? Okay, if there anything that you don't understand, ask it in the comment section, right? I literally have another screen open here to monitor the questions, but you should also, right, you should also go to the YouTube page, right, the playlist that I sent you, where we contain all our teachings, right? And I cover literally every single thing that I've shared over here, I covered it over there, right? So you don't need 30, you know, you just need to spend 30 days going through all the webinars, right? If you go through the webinars, you learn the right stuff, you can be a better trader, okay? That's the most important thing. Now let's move on from here. Some examples of playing the breakout. Okay, let me see if I have it here. So this was a let me show you. This was a call on dollar yen, right? And this will be one of the calls that I'm going to publish, right? Which might win us our best FX research award, right? So this was sent on Telegram actually. I sent this on Telegram, 11:46 a.m. on the 21st of April, right? So dollar yen was going up. I had a view on dollar yen, right? It was testing the 61.8 retracement. So let's go with some things over here, right? Did price break a recent key horizontal level? Yes, right? You can see that it broke this key level, so it broke beyond this level. Okay. Now, the next thing, did price cross below or above the Ichimoku, and do we have the Ichimoku on our side? Down here, right? We got the Ichimoku on our side. They're giving us that little bit of momentum to push up further. It's not a Telegram group, right? This is just a message that I was sending to one of the other analysts. I can see a lot of you asking about Telegram channel. I will try to share more of this in the VIP room. Okay, so just hang around the VIP room. I will share more of this in the VIP room, right? It's a personal message between me and someone else. I'll show you what I mean later. Okay, so yeah, then the next thing I say, the price break any key Fibonacci retracement level, right? I do notice that there is a 61.8 Fibonacci projection that comes up to here. So this is the risk that I'm seeing, because this looks like a very nice impulsive wave. This looks like a corrective wave, and this looks like another impulsive wave. So technically 61.8 will be a key level. Don't need to know too much about that. A little bit crazy, but you know, don't need to worry too much about that. Then I didn't check stochastic RSI, but what is the next key level it could break out to? Use horizontal levels as key targets, fine-tune with Fibonacci. Okay, next key level that you can play to is this major resistance. Fibonacci is up here 78.6, but right, it is so far away, right? It's so far away, right, that we will actually, instead of playing to this level, as much as I believe it might come up to here, this is a key resistance level that I need to look at, right? We're looking at a 1 month chart over here, right? So this is the high since, right, 2000 and probably 2003, 2002 over here, right? So this was the idea that it's going to rise to the 135 level over here, right? What is considered a break? So Marugesh is asking what's considered a break. Depending on the time frame which you're doing an analysis on, a break means that price closes above it. So in this case, we wait for price to close above it. When price close above it, then it's considered a break, right? So in my analysis, right, we're calling for price to come down and to before going up. You can see this was what happened. This was a screenshot, right? This is a screenshot, I think, yesterday or today. price, if you look closely, price reversed with this red candle, and then it took off in a direction and it hit our target right away, right? So this is a long-term trade. It looks like a short 1, 2, 3 bars, but it's actually over since 21 April, right? 21 April is almost 2 months, right? This was a trade that was almost 2 months, 8 weeks long, right? Just for the trade to play out, right? So this is an example, right? Notice I reference the, or I actually reference the correlation, right? Let me see if I have some pictures of the correlation, right? See, it lines up bullish DXY, right, and bearish euro dollar to here, right, all pointing to USD strength, which will help dollar yen, right? So this is another view, another breakout. Okay, let's go back to this slide over here, and let me just erase all ink on slide. Let's go through this again. Okay, did price break a trend line? Notice price closed below here. Okay, price closed below here. Did price break any trend line? Yes. Did price break a recent key horizontal level? No, right? I think this was a horizontal level that I was kind of looking at, right? But this is from 0827 to 0348 is 500 pips. Okay, I was calling a 500 pips drop. I was calling a 500 pips drop. Crazy? Yes, I know, a bit crazy. Now, so we don't have this, right? The price crossed below the Ichimoku, and do we have the Ichimoku momentum on our side, right? Price did cross below the Ichimoku, and we have the Ichimoku momentum on our side, right? Of course, is there, I forgot to put it over here, a breakout, right? A breakout, we need the momentum. So in this case, very, very important thing is that we have the momentum of the channel on our side too. Bearish channel plus Ichimoku, very, very good. Okay, back to here. Did price break a recent key Fibonacci level? Stochastic RSI, any key level to play it to? Okay. I don't think there's no Fibonacci retracement from here to here, so that's fine, right? But the next key level was over here. This is the next swing low, right? That price bounced up very nicely. So always fine tune. I believe this was close to the 100% projection, but this is a key support level that we're playing to. Okay, so it was correlated with DXY, it was correlated with dollar yen. So what happened since then is that price drop, touch this level, and bounce up. So you can see that this was actually posted on the 21st of April, right? Nice little swing trade move for price to go down here, right? And it actually worked out very nicely. Okay, so back to the checklist. Always go back to the checklist, right? Because that will give you a really good idea. That'll give you a really good idea on how to play the trade. Now, give me a second. Our dear friend Cassandra was calling me. Sorry. Okay. Just okay. Yeah. Yes. Cassandra Bob was asking us something. All right. Never mind. But yeah. Okay. Uh, Oh, okay. So a good point by Joanna Francois, right? Asking how many checklist points would confirm an entry for a trade for you, right? So in this case, right? Let me see. That's a good question. This, okay, if you're doing the checklist over here, this is not that important for me. This will not change my idea whether I am in a trade or not. It will just maybe allocate slightly less to the trade. This is profit target. This is your profit target. This is what I call multiplier, right? Multiplier, meaning that if it's good, I will maybe 1.5 times my risk, right? Or maybe 2 times my risk, right? So this does not this particular one here does not define whether I'm going to take a trade or not, right? It's more of like if the correlation is good, right? It'd be great, I can go in bigger. Price break a recent fit level. Okay, break a trend line. I usually require this 1 2. I forgot add in one. I need to add in one over here, right? Any channel momentum, any channel momentum. If there's channel momentum, it'll be even better. Okay, if there's channel momentum, even better. This is required, this is required, this is required, this is required. Minimally, I think the first four were the most important ones, right? The first four will be the most important ones. This is a nice to have over here. Any channel momentum. Let me show you some examples, some further examples. Okay. In this trade over here, okay, we have I got a Loom video which I could share with you guys, right? So look at this channel breakout. One of my favorite. I love it when I see this kind of channel breakouts. Channel breakout, okay, which is the same as a trend line breakout. Price broke a key 23% retracement over here. Price broke a key support level, right? So this is an overlap level, remember? This is a nice little overlap level over here. So price broke a key overlap. So we're back to our checklist. It broke a trend line because a channel is like a double trend line, right? It broke a recent key horizontal level. It crossed, I think it crossed above the Ichimoku, and we got Ichimoku on our side, and it break a nice key Fibonacci retracement level, which was a 23% retracement level here. Okay, now back to this, right? So the next key level we can play to is over here, this 1858, which is an overlap, right? So we can see over here, right, how price went back, touched this level, went up, and hit our take profit. So you can see over here, I say, so this is our recent call on gold, worked out very nicely over here, right? So it's, it worked out well. But of course, checklist, use the checklist, right? The checklist really helps you get a much better target. Actually, price did go all the way to 38%, if I'm not wrong, in the end, right? But yeah, this playing to that level is enough. It's a nice risk reward trade. Okay, I think we got another example over here, right? So this is an example on euro dollar, right? Same Loom video that I had. This one, price broke a key overlap level. As you can see, this is the breakout. Okay, it crossed below the Ichimoku cloud that it was on previously. So it crossed below the Ichimoku cloud. It broke a key 38% retracement over here. So we're playing it down to the, I think it's to the 61.8. In this case, because we didn't really have too good stop loss, so I might have played to 50%, but we played down to the 61.8 retracement over there, right? And we can see how nicely price, kind of dropped from there all the way down to a take profit. Okay. Not the best example, but why I like this is because this is a very strong overlap. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 3 bounce, very clear level. When it break out, make a nice pullback. It crossed below the Ichimoku cloud very nicely, right? And it broke a very, very nice 38% retracement over here, right? So all of it, I believe there was a little bit of stochastic was doing a nice little reversal too, right? So all of it lines up very nicely to play a drop. Okay, I got 2 questions at the same time by Maps and Kelvin, right? And Kevin, how do you set your stop loss, right? Philip, I'll paste a checklist over here for you. Or you can take a screenshot, right? If you can take a screenshot, it might be slightly easier. Okay. Yeah, in terms of stop loss placement, important thing to take note of, right? So why did I put my stop loss over here? So remember, what's your case when it comes to trade management, right? Actually, you can learn this in trade management, right? I think it's stop loss placement. Where you place your stop loss, there's a reason why you must place your stop loss at anywhere, so to speak. In this case, when I place my stop loss here, what I'm basically telling myself is that there is absolutely no reason why price would come back, right? And we'll go reintegrate back into the channel, and and what's the word for it? Reintegrate beyond this overlap overlap support that we have, right? And come back to the stop loss. If I'm wrong, remember, if you're wrong, you want to be wrong right away. It's like dating, right? Or maybe if you're if you are trying to ask a girl out on Valentine's Day, or you're proposing to someone, right? So you're proposing to someone, right? When you propose, you want the answer right away. You imagine you get down on one knee, right? And you're like, hey, will you marry me? Right? And this person say, I'll think about it, right? You'll be like, what the heck, right? If I'm wrong, if you don't want me, just say you don't want me right away, right? If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong right away, right? So that's That's the approach you take to trading. If you're wrong, you want the market to tell you you're wrong right away. Your hypothesis here, your case, the reason why you're taking this trade is that you are thinking price broke out from here, price broke out from the channel, price broke out from the overlap, right? And it's a very nice reason why price will come up here. This is the reason. You don't need prices to come all the way down to here to tell you that you're wrong, right? You don't need prices to come so far to tell you wrong. You don't need prices to come to here. You don't need prices to come to here or here. There's no reason why your stop loss needs to be so far. So this is all about stop loss placement. Stop loss placement is basically you telling yourself that, hey, I am wrong, right? If I'm wrong, just give it to me like a man, right? I'll just take it on the chin, right? Okay, or like a woman who, for the women who are here, right? Just just give it to me, right? I'll take it on the chin and I'll accept my loss. That is the approach you want to take when you're putting a stop loss. Don't just put it in an airy fairy land, right? Just because you want to be safe, right? There must be a reason why you put it wherever you put it. Okay. Stop loss placement, I put it my approach. You notice I usually put it. Let me see. I usually put it beyond the in terms of the structure. This is a super confirm breakout for me. I put my stop loss slightly below, right? As what's the word for it? I can see some people ask, do I use a bigger stop loss? No, I use a really tight stop loss. Okay, Savin is asking me a question, right? It is I see genesis.com. Okay, I'm gonna send to all. This is the link you can go register for it. Okay, I think I have a few more examples over here. This breakout tool, so this is called a downside confirmation. The trade has not happened yet. Okay, now look at this here. Price has broke out of a trend line. Price broke out of a trend line. Price crossed below the Ichimoku. Price has the Ichimoku in your favor. There is a bearish channel in your favor. Nice little momentum. But back to here. Did price break a recent key horizontal level? It has not done that. Okay, it has not done that. So there will be times where you come into when you see an example and you're like, okay, it checks off everything, but it has not broke this key horizontal level. Right, Nelson is not a Telegram channel. It's just me chatting with my fellow prop traders, right? Just giving them examples on how to trade better. You can hang around the VIP room and I'll share more of it there. Okay. Yeah, but in this case, yeah, this is the one thing that is missing. But when it's missing, this is my favorite one. When it's missing, what I call you use this as a confirmation level, right? So it can be called an upside confirmation. It can be called a downside confirmation. Okay. So in this case, right? So I would use this as a downside confirmation. So notice my arrow only begins when it is below. Right. So my case study is that there's this Fibonacci level over here. No, there's this horizontal swing low that is such a nice little bounce there, that only if price breaks this level will it trigger my drop down to my take profit. How is my take profit? I fine tune it with the 127% Fibonacci, right? It's a nice reverse Nike tick. Those of you guys who have no idea what I just mentioned about the reverse Nike tick, it's a Fibonacci extension. You just need to watch the YouTube video on Fibonacci extensions for that, okay? Now, okay, so we go from here, right? We go from here and we see price drop really super nicely and it touches our level. This is the reverse Nike tick I'm talking about. Take profit placement is as important as stop loss placement. Okay, take profit placement is as important as stop loss placement. On May the 25th, I say that, hey, hit TP then bounce. Very, very nice. Hit the TP then bounce. Take profit placement is as important as stop loss placement. Okay. Now, guys, yeah, Nike tick is the daddy, right? It's a really, really good way to place your take profits. Even if you're not taking a trade from there, you can use it as a take profit target because it's usually quite dangerous to play it beyond that level. Okay, let's see. I think this example over here is a reversal. So we are going back to our checklist. Now we're playing the bounce or reversal. Now I'm playing the bounce or reversal. It is different from a breakout. So breakout, like I told you over here, a breakout, right? This kind of, you're playing the breakout, right? You want a lot of momentum. Neil, right? I will approve your request in a minute, okay? After this webinar. Thanks for joining the VIP room. Now I play the bounce or reversal. You want to look, is price respecting any trend line? So if there's a trend line, you probably want to see if price is respecting a trend line, right? Is price respecting the Ichimoku, right? Nice little Ichimoku cloud on top, probably giving you that little bit of momentum in your favor. Okay. Now, is there a key horizontal support or resistance level? In this case, maybe there's a pullback level over here, right? That could be a nice horizontal level, correct? Right. And then is there stochastic RSI, what we look out for, any hidden resistance to support level, any bearish or bullish divergence. They're really good for calling reversals, right? So yeah, actually they're very, very good for calling reversals. Then we look, is there any key Fibonacci retracement? So maybe like the example we used in the VIP room earlier, there might be a Fibonacci retracement from here down to here. This could be the 38% retracement, right? There could be a 100% projection over there, right? But you look at whether there are any key Fibonacci levels. I like to look at retracement. I like to look at projection, extensions, and expansions. Okay. Stephen is asking what time frame do I usually analyze, right? For my longer term trades, I usually analyze on the 4-hour and the 1-day charts, right? I have a very, very high hit rate for these slightly longer term trades, but yeah, on the 4-hour and the 1-day chart, okay? Then I see if price happens to be right there already, is there any recent price action? So if there is a reversal over here, and then we see this nice little we see this nice little candlestick, which is like a shooting star candlestick, right, or inverted hammer, then we know that there's a higher chance that price will go down. So we look at any recent price action. Price action only happens in the tick of the action. Okay, always remember that price action only happens in the tick of the action. So when price has hit the entry and it is forming that nice little candlestick pattern, then you know that, okay, not only do I have all these things that I have a check off, but I can also check off that there's a nice bearish candlestick reversal pattern over here that might suggest it to go lower. Even better. Okay. Now, that means this is like a multiplier, right? We call this a multiplier. That means when it is in our flavor, right? I'm getting hungry. When it is in our favor, right? When it's in our favor, then we multiply the risk that we allocate to it. Okay. What are strong positively, negatively correlated pairs? Also a multiplier. Also multiplier. What's the next key level it might go to? So we use horizontal levels as our targets, and we fine tune Fibonacci as always. Okay, as always. So let's go down to this example over here. So we have this example over here. Now look at this, right? Nice bearish channel. Nice bearish channel over here. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch, 4 touch confirms a bearish channel. Okay, is there a key resistance, right? This is a nice pullback resistance that we're looking at. Nice pullback resistance over here. Is price respecting the Ichimoku? Respecting. Now it's right there again. Okay, so I'm coming back up to here. I'm going to erase all of this in one slide. So price was respecting a trend line / channel. Okay, price was respecting the Ichimoku, right? It was near a key horizontal resistance level. Now, let's look at Fibonacci, right? Were there any Fibonacci? I come all the way down to here. 38% Fibonacci retracement from here down to here. 23% retracement from here down to here. So there are two major Fibonacci levels down there. Okay, we are playing down to this next support level over here, right? Stop loss, we place it at this overlap level over here, right? And I fine tune it with a Fibonacci. So we come back up here to our checklist, right? And then we say, yes, there's a key Fibonacci retracement, nice little Fibonacci retracement times 2, right? Usually 1 tick is enough over here, as long as it's respecting a nice Fibonacci retracement is nice. And we play it down to these key levels. This is more a take profit placement, right? So it's not exactly a checkbox, right? So from here, we notice that we got this, we got this, we got this. It is probably a key stochastic RSI level too, right? So this will give us a very, very high probability trade. A lot of check boxes have been checked off, right? And what happened is that price reversed very nicely, hit its target. I say, there we go, on the June 2nd, take profit, right? Nice, I TP'd already, right? So nice, simple, easy trade that you can take like that. You can make easy money right away. Okay, I know I say it's very easy, but it takes a while, right? To get the hang of it, right? It takes a while to get a hang of it. But where do you get the practice? You get the practice in the VIP room, right? You come in the VIP room to practice, 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 practice. I'll do my best. Cassandra do her best. I've got a couple of more prop traders coming in. They'll do their best to teach you, how to apply it properly. Because you notice I'm not using anything super duper fancy or super duper amazing. I'm using channels. I'm using trend lines. I'm using Ichimoku, I'm using Fibonacci, I'm using support and resistance, right? It's nothing super fancy, but by itself, it can already become a very, very effective trading strategy. For those of you guys who are in the VIP room, please go and practice your analysis. If anytime you find a sell like this, share it with the rest of them. Iron sharpens iron, right? So everyone come in and help each other out. Okay. Joanna is saying on the Nike tick, if price goes all the way past the 12713 flip to 167, for my TP still be at 23%. Yes, yeah, TP will still be at 23%. Stop loss Fibonacci level, if it goes to the 161.8, a little bit trickier, right? I'll probably look for a key resistance level somewhere else. You need to look for another Fib level. You cannot use a Fibonacci extension. Nothing goes beyond the 161.8, right? Ima is asking, do you give each checkbox the same weight? If another way, in another way, do you give scores to a checklist and do they weigh the same, right? If you ask me, let me see. Trend lines and channels, I usually give them the heaviest. Channels, I give them, if you see a channel, I usually have the highest weightage because a channel requires 4 points, 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4 point, right? A channel requires 4 points, a trend line requires 3 points. So if there's a channel, I usually give it a slightly more weightage than a trend line, right? I will give this horizontal support resistance level an equal amount. So these are the stars that I have. Okay, Ichimoku, I'll give it half a star, right? I give it half a star, right? And then Fibonacci, I'll give it half a star, right? These are important levels to have, but the most important things when you're trading a longer term time frame are the graphical levels, right? The graphical levels like the channels, trend lines, and the key support and resistance levels. Those are the big ones. You fine tune it with Fibonacci, you fine tune it with stochastic. This is the smallest, right? This is the tiniest star I would give, like stochastic RSI. Okay, right? This down here are more for multipliers, right? If they're good, it helps multiply the amount. Okay. Yes, these are, yeah, those are levels that you're checking, right? That's right, Joanna. Now, okay, guys, right? I have came to the end of today's session, right? End of today's session. It's a much more intense session, right? Those of you who are here for the first time, I like to actually send you a nice little poll. Let me know how you found this webinar. Do you find it nice, right? Do you find it useful in learning to be a better trader, right? If not, let me know too, right? If you found that it's a little bit too fast, you want me to slow down, you rate it 1 or 2 stars, let me know, and I'll also try my best to kind of fine tune it a little bit more so that it caters better to you guys, right? But you need to let me know which areas I can improve. Okay, guys, right? But it's a slightly different approach, right? Teaching trading strategies, right? I hope you found it useful. It's more applicable. You can practice it right away in the VIP room, right? I hope I hope it really helps you guys become better traders. Okay, now I'm gonna close the voting. Right, thank you so much for voting, guys. I'm gonna close in a couple of seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. Thank you very much. Right, we do have a good 89% who voted 4 and 5. We got 1% voted 1 and 2. Right. Don't worry, I'm not gonna hunt you guys down. But yeah, if there's some feedback like they like to send me, right, let me know how it can be better improved, right? Otherwise, it's all cool, right? Right, as usual. Thank you, Diana. Peter, right? I hope you found today's session better, right? In helping you learn new stuff, right? We're trying to load this webinar on YouTube ASAP, right? Ima, I'm glad you're already a better trader, right? Good stuff, man. Good stuff. All right. Thank you, Salo. I'm glad you found it useful. right? Lakshmi, how do you join the VIP room? You just register an account over here. This is the link that you want to go to, okay? Register for a new account. Thank you, Tuan. Thank you, Yamilu. What is the meaning of fine tune? Fine tune with Fibonacci, right? When I say fine tune with Fibonacci, is that imagine an example. Let's go with an example here, right? Okay, an example over here. So instead of my take profit here, if I did a Fibonacci retracement from here up to here, and I notice that my 23% retracement, right, is over here, is slightly higher than my current take profit, I will move my take profit slightly higher. Okay, even though you use graphical, you fine tune it. If your Fibonacci level is slightly higher, you put it slightly higher. If your Fibonacci level is slightly lower, don't put it slightly lower. Okay. Thank you very much, Leandro. Thank you very much, Jamilu. Right. Thank you very much, Simon. Yep. Either me or Cassandra tomorrow. Right. Thank you, Kanamba. Glad you guys found it useful. Right. It's always nice. Okay, John. Do more live examples. Live examples come tomorrow in our live trading session. In today's session, because I need to give you the benefit of hindsight to see how it looks like the trades work out. That's why I need to give you these examples. Live analysis, live trading sessions will come tomorrow. All right. Okay, thank you very much, Petal. Right, thank you very much, Atkins, Mark, Charles, Joanna, Dihan, right, Lakshmi. We can continue our conversation in the VIP room. All right. Thank you very much, guys. Stay safe, trade safe. Peace out, guys. Thank you, Moses. Thank you, Kelvin, Paul. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Catch you guys in the VIP room. Right. Stay safe. Adios, guys. Bye bye. Bye bye.